Now going to move into the impromptu speaking portion of our meeting tonight. Our table topics master this evening is Kindberg. Please help me welcome Caitlin.
My question to you all is, when was the last time you tried something new?
Thank you, Madam Topic Master. The last time I tried something new was in July, I think, or maybe the end of June, when my daughter and I went to Panama City Beach, and I decided that I was going to try seafood. I've always liked shrimp, and when I was younger, I liked fish, but as I grew older, I became very sensitive to smells and textures and would not try it at all. I got myself pumped up, and I knew for one of our meals, I was going to order a surf and turf and try lobster, because I knew I was going to like the turf part, the steak, even if I didn't like the surf part, the lobster. When we went to the restaurant that we were going to try, I ordered a lobster tail on the side of my steak. It did come out after my steak came out, so it wasn't like a presentation, but I did try it. I liked it, and now it's another thing that I've added to my list of items that I will eat if I ever end up at a seafood restaurant, which we don't very often, but it was a great experience, and I'm happy I was able to do that, and totally worth the extra $25 onto my meal for that lobster tail. Madam Topic Master.
My question is, do you think crying is a sign of weakness or strength?
Is crying a sign of weakness? Not necessarily. Sometimes you can be so infuriated with someone that you cry out of anger. So it's not a weakness. It can also be a strength. It can be a strength of compassion, because many times we cry for lots of different reasons. My dog cries when she misses me. I believe it wholeheartedly. I've felt of her face after I've been gone for a long period of time, and she's cried missing me and looking for me. She really did cry. Is that weakness? No. That's compassion, I think. That's love. We cry for lots of different reasons. I think we're probably the only species that has the ability to be able to cry. Even though I think my dog cries, she probably really doesn't. Crying is a strength to some, a weakness to others. You can display a lot of emotions just from crying. Madam Table Topic Master.
My next question is, what is the difference between living and existing?
Madam Table Topics and guest, is there a difference between living and existing? Absolutely. Way beyond a shadow of a doubt. It doesn't take a whole lot to exist. You pretty much got to put food in your face and just watch it come out the other end and have enough TP to take care of business. But to live, that's something totally different. That's something astronomically different. I know the colloquialism is that you can't live unless you're being, but guess what? You can't be unless you're living. And the only way you can be living is in the now, in the right here and now. A lot of people aren't living because they're living in the past, or they're looking so far in the future that they're not with the now. So if you're really living, you're enjoying every bit of what's happening, including all the screw-ups on Zoom and all the snafus that we have, and we persevere. And that's the way it is when we are humans that are living. We set a goal, we set ourselves for that, we start heading for it, and you may have some obstacles that could actually turn into opportunities.
So this question is just kind of in light of, everything that's happening during COVID and this pandemic, that we're all going through. I feel like sometimes it's hard for us to find joy, the depression rates are skyrocketing. And so my question is, what does your joy look like today?
Madam Topic Master and fellow Toastmasters, my joy really started about 10 days ago when we finally were told we were getting students back in our classroom. Since March, while I've Zoomed with students, while I've used Microsoft Teams with students, while I had an opportunity to see my first 4-year students, students who started with me as freshmen, graduate this year, there was nothing like being back at school face to face with students. Now, that's not to say everything's perfect. It's not, because I'm not only teaching those in-person students this year, but I'm also teaching virtual students at the same time. But to be back in the classroom, to see the smiling faces of those young people, or at least their eyes, really is a joy for me right now. Madam Topic Master.
All right, thank you, Tom. I really feel for all you teachers right now, and honestly, you guys are rock stars, so I appreciate everything that you guys are all doing. At this time, I'm going to turn it back over to our Madam Toastmaster,